Merry Christmas and welcome back to another weekly Slimefun update with your host Boomer. Today we have a lot of things to cover and we're starting way down in a world where y equals minus 31. Why? Because there was an important update to Coarse Slimefun this week. You see, when 1.18 came out, a lot of things got caught right away that we needed to catch. This is just one. It wasn't a bug, just simply an oversight where androids would mine and work, but they wouldn't move under y equals 0. See, I'm sure a lot of people like me have thought, well, you know what, we're going to make some pretty cool bases. We simply want to be able to use androids to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to give it a basic script. We're simply going to say move forward and dig forward and repeat that. Let's give it some coal. Get started. Now, I do have Slimefun Hardcore installed. Hopefully it won't kick in. But as you can see, the androids are moving and digging exactly as they should be. I guess at some point, I just gave him 62 blocks of coal. He's going to be gone for a while. Anyways, let's continue with the updates. We'll see you up on the surface in just a moment. All right, so we're back up here on the surface now, and we're going to show you in Coarse Slimefun a new talisman. This one's called the Talisman of the Farmer. It works very similar to the Talisman of the Miner, where it's going to give you a 20% chance of doubling all the crops that you harvest. We have set up a very small sampling just to test this out. So first, we're going to test it without the talisman just to see what do we get. We are in an unenchanted vanilla hole. We'll take a look and see how many crops did we get. All right, not bad. Actually, that's a pretty good haul. We got 60 without the talisman. So let's see how we do with. We got 67. Again, and we got 2 poisonous potatoes. Again, very small sampling amount. I would not expect to base a large farm based on just this tiny little bit of results. But run it on a bigger version, and you're going to see that over time, you're going to haul in quite a bit substantial more. Tell you what, let's head over to FN Amplifications and show you some new things as well. All right, so we're back with FN File Amplifications, and we're going to look at the 3 new staffs he's added. First one, we're going to talk about the Staff of Locomotion. This gives us the ability to move entities. So, for example, if we right-click Mr. Creeper, we got to be kind of close. All right, now let's see if we can't move him over to near Mr. Enderman by left-clicking. That is slick. Now, I did look at the code, and some of these staffs already have built-in protection against protected area abuse, right? Grief abuse. So you're not going to be able to hopefully teleport a creeper right into somebody's base right next to them. I know it's kind of funny in an anarchy server, but in a regular server, guys, have some class. Don't do it. Hopefully the protection works. That won't even be an issue though. All right, let's keep going here. Let's look at the next one, a Staff of Invisibility. We're going to try to test this out here with our friends over there. My hope is, because here's how this will work. Let's switch views. When we engage this, we become invisible to all players. Now, I don't know if it works with mobs, so we're going to try the same thing, and we're going to see if Mr. Creeper will lock onto us. Okay, well, that answers that question. It's only the players. Clearly, he locked on, he came after us while we were invisible. So that's not going to protect you from mobs, so it's good to know. Finally, our third staff is a Staff of Teleportation. This is going to allow you 10 uses to teleport to a block, and I believe the range is limited to 100 blocks. So if I want to teleport to the end of this just to get away from Mr. Enderman, we're so far away I can't see him anymore. Can I teleport over to that section? No, I'm too far away. But if I get a little bit closer, then I can. So again, we got away from Mr. Enderman. How you doing, buddy? I'll tell you what, we're not going to look at you anymore. All right, let's keep going. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, so we have one last feature we're going to talk about today, and actually it's a new add-on by, of course, Seffi, who has come up with a add-on called Networks. For anybody who's ever familiar with Craftbook, was or still is a plugin that has been around for a while, and it's something called pipes. If you're familiar with that, you'll understand this concept very simple. Now, I'm going to do a full separate tutorial on it today. I just want to introduce you to the networks. There are a few more items, and we're going to show we're just going to get into the basic parts of this. You have a network controller. It's the same thing as your cargo manager. Now, does this replace cargo? No. Does it interact with cargo? Yes. And when I get to the full tutorial, if I'm right, this is going to create a Boomer squared storage. I got a pretty good idea what I can do with it from what I've seen already, and I think you're going to be really impressed with what stuff he's done. So the network controller functions very similarly to a cargo manager, just to put it into a reference. You have a bridge that simply allows you to connect different items within the network. Another way to look at this could be the cargo node that allows you to extend cargo, same type of thing. You need to connect these objects next to each other. The network monitor allows what it says, import and export interaction with adjacent objects. Okay, in other words, going into an infinity barrel, or soon to be supported, if I remember right, stuff he's working on, to also add fluffy barrels, and there might be further options that he could be developing as well. The network importer brings items into the network. Now, what I love is up to 9 stacks per Slimefun tick, which runs much faster than cargo. So if you can find a way, and I haven't tested this yet, but if you can get 9 stacks per tick there, one way would be multiple cargo input nodes bringing the same item in. There you go. From here, the export order will constantly export 1 stack of an item. The network grid shows you everything that you have in the network. This is like the chest terminal add-on that allows you to see everything that's in it. The network crafting grid acts like a normal grid, but not quite displaying everything. And then finally, we have a network cell. It's a double chest inventory that can be accessed both from networks and in the world. So there's some really cool things that he's put together. I definitely want to start playing around with it and seeing if it's going to do what I think it's going to do, because if it is, this changes everything for me for storage, at least in my world, hopefully on the server I play on as well. But if not, don't worry about it. I'm still going to use it. I'm looking forward to this one. Guys, thank you so much again. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Looking forward to the element manipulation tutorial coming out hopefully by the end of the day today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But as always, when you're playing Slimefun, you gotta go Boomer or you gotta go home. We'll see you later.